What's good, people? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's doing good out there. Having a good Friday like I am. I'm talking about stepping on some Fridays just hurt. Especially how mine was starting out, you know what I mean, earlier. But we're good, and we're in this camp. The staff has left something on the desk. Say we need to check it out. And we moved on to a different channel. And we got unbelievable videos that cannot be explained. Alright. So let's see if our thinking caps are on, what we can get explained here. And without further ado, let's get it bustin'.
Dale. No, dale. Habla ahí. Vea, hermano, aquí donde todos los supuestamente ovnis, aquí en la laguna, hermano, vea.
Get some of this sage going, some of this sage.
Juana, Dios.
Olha, vem ver. Olha. Tá saindo.
Bota. What the?
Hey, so out making deliveries, and what is this? There's a floating broom.
We ain't know what it is. See, we won't walk over there, but we scared to walk over there.
Hi, I'm James LaFleur, and you're watching the Impossible Channel. Welcome aboard. Today we're going to be taking a look at unexplained, mysterious, and strange videos. Things that will probably leave you scratching your head for days. Are you guys ready? Because this is going to be a wild one.
Alright, let's go. You said wow. Let's take a ride.
When it comes to famous people, for some reason there are loads of mysterious and unexplained things. You probably remember Michael Jackson and the supposed apparition of his ghost in his house just days after he died. Now, if that was really his ghost or not, I'm not too sure. But if you research actors, musicians, strange things sometimes happen to them. All of a sudden, one of them starts acting strange. Behavior no one knows exactly how to explain. Others freeze completely for minutes during a live show, and the list goes on. And recently, it wasn't much different with Chris Brown. Now, if you don't know who Chris Brown is, he's an American singer, songwriter, and according to Billboard, he's one of the most influential and successful R&B singers ever. But Chris Brown isn't just a singer. It seems that everything he does it very well, and including playing basketball. Now, Dunkademics is a YouTube channel who posts videos of famous people and players, and Chris Brown was featured many times on this channel. And in one of the videos that Dunkademics posted of Chris Brown playing, something really strange happened. Check this out. Did you see it?
Y'all see that?
For some mysterious reason, Chris Brown's fingers become longer and longer. His hand shapeshifts, and right after he tries dunking without success, he hides the same hand that appears to shapeshift. Now, this video has been circling the internet and has gone viral in almost all social platforms. And theories ranging from a shapeshifter to a robot and even a glitch in the Matrix as if we're living in some sort of simulation are some of the ideas that internet users have come up with. Now, what makes this even creepier and creepier is that famous people have come out with stories about shapeshifters in the celebrity world. Billy Corgan is one of them.
Let's just say I was with somebody once and I saw a transformation that I can't explain.
I'm talking about go gadget home
other than human.
Yes, I saw it. It's a strange thing.
The second time you saw a shapeshifter, where were
It
you?
happened with the same person
Extendo
twice.
finger
What
face.
do you think is going on here? In your opinion, could this have been faked somehow, or is it the real deal and there's something strange going on here?
Meta-human body ass.
Every year, the Earth is hit by about 6,000 meteors large enough to hit the ground. Now, most of these meteors break into pieces and they hit the ground as small rocks.
Roupa do exército camuflado, sem fazer nenhuma. Bora, Jadson. Bora ali, ó. Olha aí, é assim que se faz. Danado foi aquilo, hein? Tu viu? Ali, ó. Passou ali no céu, ali, ó. Sapo. Cai onde? Pô, isso cai do céu.
And recently, loads of videos of strange things falling from the sky have surfaced the internet. The question is, are all of these objects just meteors? Or might some of them be something else?
Que essa no céu, Giant? Que é essa, maluco?
Caraca, sei lá.
Caraca, me arrepiei todinho.
Caralho, maluco, não sei.
Que isso, maluco? Tô filmando.
Ó, que estranho. Peraí.
A video sent to us by a subscriber shows a group of people face to face with a mysterious and odd situation. This is what they caught on camera.
Wait, we just see this thing come with the sky, right? It land out there, and then it land inside the pond. But how it is, it land like right inside the water, but the water ain't gone out yet, and we ain't know what it is. See, we won't walk over there, but we scared to walk over there, dog.
And it ain't even like in a fire, but like it just.
And you could see.
Yeah, that looks like a proceed with caution type of situation right there.
In the video, you can hear one of the men explain that an object fell on the lake, and they're afraid of getting closer to it because they don't know what it is. And I think that was a smart move, taking into consideration that the tree is still intact. And whatever it is that fell on it did not break it apart and seems to be somehow irradiating from it.
What do you think about right here?
Now, this is just my opinion, and there's not much more information on this video. However, if you have seen anything like this before, please do leave a comment. What do you think is really going on here?
That's a first for me. That's a first for me.
I don't know about you, but I really enjoy studying about different cultures. And in many of them, there are depictions of mythological creatures. It's as if for some of these ancient cultures, some of these mythological creatures actually existed at some point in history. Some of them you may have heard of, for instance, gnomes, fairies, werewolves, the kraken, and it goes on.
Which all exist on certain realms, dimensions. You have to, I guess, I mean, they say you got to be on a certain frequency to see them.
For instance, Ross Games posted a video to Reddit recently where a field caretaker saw white lights on a nearby field. When he went to investigate, he found circles of burnt grass, and this is what happened next.
Hey.
What seems to be a small humanoid figure appears just behind one of the bushes. His dog is agitated, and the caretaker runs in fear. Now, if this is indeed an unknown creature or something like that, I'll leave it up to you. But I guess that one of the most mysterious mythological creatures out there are giant humans.
Hey man,
now the most reasonable
those were like giant trees, bro.
Is that giants were just a figment of someone's imagination at some point in time.
Hold up. Let's run that back, run that back.
His dog is agitated, and the caretaker runs in fear. Now, if this is indeed an unknown creature or something like that, I'll leave it up to you. But I guess that one of the most mysterious mythological creatures out there.
Hey man. That look like a tree to y'all? Don't that look like a tree? I mean, look at it. Looks like a petrified tree to me. Avatar? Like the movie Avatar? It just look like a big tree right here, dude. Okay, I'm gonna have to, yeah. Come on, man. Anyway, all right, let's go.
Are giant humans.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Now, the most reasonable and logical explanation is that giants were just a figment of someone's imagination at some point in time. However, if you stop to think about it, how is it that most of these ancient cultures that had no contact whatsoever with each other depicted similar giant humanoid creatures?
In the oral tradition of many tribes, I've yet to come across a tribal member from a tribe that does not have stories of giants roaming the land.
Was it just a coincidence, a figment of their imagination, or was it something entirely different?
It's pulled up this overhang here. It's spectacular. And I see that people have been visiting here because they've been leaving little coins here.
What appears to be giant footprints can be found scattered all over the world. This one, for instance, is in South Africa.
You need to take a couple. Y'all get
and there's another impressive footprint that can be found on the beach in Indonesia. And the list of mysterious places where these footprints can be found goes on. But it's not just footprints. There is a mystery in Kodachrome Basin in Utah and White Mountains in Wyoming.
Man,
to this day,
all over the planet.
Hasn't been completely explained.
They're being unraveled though. Being unraveled as we speak.
Handprints in White Mountain and Kodachrome Basin are somehow etched perfectly into stone. Researchers believe that these markings were done by Native Americans around 5,000 to 6,000 years ago. But the thing is, how did an ancient people manage to create these markings? And is it just a coincidence that they can be found both in Utah and in Wyoming, 461 miles apart from one another?
No.
At some point in your life, you've probably been inside of an airplane, just so you haven't.
I'll say this. It looks like at some point that particular rock or whatever it is now was probably soft when they was dealing with it back in that time. And over the years, I mean, of course, I mean, that's what it looks like to me. But, you know, moving on.
An idea in 2019 alone, 3 to 4 million people traveled by plane. That's a lot of people, isn't it?
The thing is, when it comes to mysterious and unexplained things, not much is expected.
I mean, almost like playing in clay and you leave, you know what I'm saying? Leave your stamp.
Mysterious and unexplained things can happen. And at very rare moments, these things might actually end up being captured on camera.
Yo, this is real life, real time shit. There's a glitch.
And you know this, the only reason why I do not knock this glitch is because I actually had my own experience of it a couple months back. Now I couldn't get it filmed or anything like that because I was actually driving, but I can tell you it was a crow just stuck right over the middle lane. I mean, stuck over the middle lane of the highway. And I mean, before I really recognized what it was and the fact that it was stuck, I was pretty much driving under it. So I'm looking like, what? So as I'm grabbing my phone now to possibly try to get some type of footage, it's just like it was in it's swooping down and it got stuck. And as I went under it, a couple other cars went under it. It continued with its swoop into the wind. And I'm like, man. So that's why I can't knock this particular situation right here. I wish I had that though. But anyways.
On November 2021, Nadine Lorenzi was coming back from Texas with her husband when he decided to capture a video of how things were inside of a plane to show it to their kids, since they've never been inside of an airplane. This is when her husband noticed something strange. This is what he captured on camera.
First time on a plane.
At first, Nadine's husband captures what appears to be a humanoid figure flying at a very fast rate just next to the airplane. Now keep in mind, he is capturing this with a smartphone and he is doing his best right now to try to focus into this object. This is what happens next. Nadine's husband is finally able to focus on what appears to be a mysterious, dark figure flying just next to the plane. Now this is very strange. All I know is that this does not look like a drone, a plane, or any kind of known aircraft that I've ever seen.
Tentacles or something.
It actually
on it, right?
looks much more like one of these strange anomalies that people have been capturing on camera lately. The question is, what is it doing at around 30,000 feet of altitude and
like
at this speed?
Lindsay, come here.
What's curious is that during the same month, Lindsay Curry was able to capture a humanoid figure in Glasgow.
Because it's unidentified. It's only by us.
As soon as the video was published, many people came out on Reddit and on Twitter saying that this was just a balloon, sort of debunking it. However, there were many comments saying that Lindsay is using a telescope to capture this object, which means that probably it's way bigger than it looks.
That must be like a weather balloon or something. It's like too big to be a drone.
But even so, it's very difficult to affirm if this is a balloon or a flying humanoid. I'll leave that up to you. What's your take? What do you think is going on here, and what could this object be?
Weather balloon or a drone. No other. Alright, man. So we're gonna stop right there, right? And digest some of this footage we got going on, because I'm kind of still like back here with CB in this go-go gadget hand and fingers of his that clearly he tried to hide, and clearly this was like live. We're not gonna act. Come on now, it's Friday. We're not gonna act like that. We're not gonna act like that. We're not gonna act like we didn't see what we just saw. Hey, but I don't know, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it in the comments. I mean, a lot of this stuff can be drawn up to speculation. We know that there's a lot going on. I mean, we're not gonna sit here and pretend, at least I'm not gonna pretend like I don't see and know this thing is going on. It's 2023 and we've been through a lot already. So we're gonna pick up tomorrow with the rest of it and see what we're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And I may go back and look at this again further, and you know what I mean, further analysis, and see what I can, because I know that thing right there with in the airplane right before it cut off. Hold on, let's see if we can find it. Hold on, let's see, because I mean, right before it cut, right?
To be a humanoid
right
figure
before it
flying
at a very fast rate just next to the airplane. Now keep in mind he is capturing this with a smartphone and he is doing his best right now to try to focus into this object.
What I saw.
This is what happens next.
Bear with me.
Nadine's husband is finally able to focus on what appears to be a mysterious, dark figure flying just next to the plane. Now this is very strange. All I know is that this does not look like a drone, a plane, or any kind of known aircraft that I've ever seen. It actually looks much more like one of these strange anomalies that people have been capturing on camera lately.
Alright. Bam. You see that? Now that's why he's probably thinking that it looks humanoid. You know, you got your humanoid here. You got your arm, leg, arm, head. You know what I'm saying? But it's more like a cloak on some, like on some Spawn shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? But that's the only thing. I mean, in it, like I caught that right before the it switched off. So I saw like what would clearly be something that you would think, you know what I'm saying, mistakenly think was humanoid at least, or a flying man or something. But that's just going off of that. That was the other one. You know what I'm saying?
What is it doing at around 30,000 feet of altitude?
This
and at this
image
speed?
is a lot more blurry. You know what I'm saying, back there. So I don't, you know what I mean? But that's all I got. And we'll be back tomorrow to finish up, you know what I mean, and see, because like right now I'm kind of more, I'm intrigued to see what else that the Impossible channel is showing, because I mean, I ain't gonna say nothing's impossible, but you know, it is what it is.